Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the LSU Tigers and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go. He has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
All right, Holly. On the run from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. The LSU Tigers offense to go on the attack first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive.
Turning it on! No, he got loose! Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tigers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. Running inside, it's Cobb. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Motion from the wide receiver. Maybe a crease. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Offense in the hurry up. Brown will throw it. Quickly complete. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Couldn't pick it up on 2nd down. Now they need a couple on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. There he goes. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Off play action on 1st down. That's caught. It's Singleton. Stumbled to the ground. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job under.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll start on the ground with Durham. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Finds his tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Oh, the fake. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. There he goes. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Tigers with the first. Here's a give to Durham. Nice move there. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground. He's got it again. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way,
it's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Brown wants to pass. Here's a heat. Oh, he's got some space. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Auburn lines up quickly.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period, first down here. They'll run it. It's Hall. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. On the move. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. LSU quick to the line. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. The run inside. It's Cobb. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Brown will throw it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Hey guys, down here on the LSU sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's the pressure. They're setting up the screen across the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hall. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to throw, it's Levin. He's got him. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Touchdown, LSU! Excellent pass by the back on the option. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They took it 71 yards down the field, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Runs through a tackle. Out across the 30. Steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack. Really
impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Brown wants to pass. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Strong, firm tackle. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And I think that's a built-in play for this offense. You saw the pressure immediately get to the quarterback on first down. You get him sacked. Well, how do you slow down the pass rush? You run the screen game. You invite those guys upfield, let them run by, and then you throw it over their heads. So a lot of times this is about controlling that pass rush and not letting them pin their ears back on the quarterback.
Finds his big tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. LSU with the 1st and 10 here.
Man, this offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together and made some explosive plays, and now just executing on third down. They've shown you a little bit of everything, and this offense is looking like it's the real deal.
Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. He hung in there as long as he could, and it paid off.
What toughness. I mean, QB just hanging there, knowing you're going to get hit, but still throwing a strike down the field. Offensive linemen are going to love that guy.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the Wisconsin Badgers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team. Somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is...
Lets it fly. Intercepted for the 11th time. Made a defender miss. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Running inside. It's Pop. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Cobb. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Kane. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Handoff, Caden Durham. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Caden Durham again. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Fires to the big fella. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
He wants it all. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Brown wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. And he's not going to be able to convert. Not down, just inches shy of the first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Spits it out to the back. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the left. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Hall. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throwing. Lewis. Fires to the right. Off the bench, arm loose, but the first one is incomplete.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period.
Ready, go.
Now the play fake. Working the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now...
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's Lewis to throw. Got a man, it's Green. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
All right, it's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the field goal unit is on the field. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Running inside, it's Cobb. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week.
Snags it, and there's running room. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points. Quickly.
And after that last completion, left them with just a yard or so to go for a first down. How will they attack on 2nd and short? Brown will throw it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down. Handoff, Durham running left. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. To the air on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Lewis. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Splits the uprights, good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. Auburn lines up quickly. Brown wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Cobb. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Auburn going to work with another first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's going to throw deep right side. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. And send the tight end in motion. Here's a give to Durham. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. A shot toward the end zone. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
His drive will open from the 15. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home?
He wants to go deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Brown will throw it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Caught, and he's got room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. He goes right back to the air. Throws to the wideout. The short hands. It's Singleton. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry. wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
One more play to pad the stats. Throwing, Lewis. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.